So Tarnish, the reptilian, he's reptilian, and Iblis, also be his name, deceived the whole world because they didn't know, and we are children of the fallen. And fallen just meaning the angels that came down. It doesn't mean they did anything wrong. It doesn't mean they did. It was against galactic law. That is against galactic law. But in the sense of the nature we overstand things down here, it's not that they did anything wrong at all. It's just that fallen just means those who they didn't fall. They decided to come down on their own. They weren't kicked out. You see what I'm saying? They weren't kicked out. They go with Injiyl and Lil and them. Talk about that another video right there. Yeah, so you got the beast rises from the sea, and this is the beginning of the United Nations. The state of Israel is formed because of the beast. And keep in mind that Israel, IS stands for ISIS, Ra stands for Ra, and L stands for the Elohim. So that's where Israel really comes from. But and that's also the angel you hear is Inky. His name is Izariel. So that's also where that comes from. Just like you got 7 heads for England, Russia, France, and Germany, Spain, Italy, and US, and having 10 horns for their 10 leaders. Leviathan, the spiritually bound reptilian dragon of beasts ascending out of the sea, representing the multitude of people living on the shores of the US, 10 crowns. So if you look at the Babylon statue, you got a head of gold, which represents Babylon, and Greece represent the chest, which is silver. The thighs of bronze represent Rome, and iron clay feet represent Europe, America. The gold is symbolic of the monarch and royalty, which would be, you find that in Daniel 12 and 32. It carries the intellect to come. The breastplate you can find in Daniel 32. In Rome, you can find Daniel 2:32. And Europe is a strong empire, socially, economical, political, earth, society, weak and degeneratized. That's why the iron and clay represent that. And we represent the small stone with the David and Goliath story. For we are that stone that's going to take down Babylon. Even though small we may be in number, but the impact will take down the giants of Babylon. So that's what this whole, everything is symbolic and metaphorically, poetically put in place, right? That's what I say. The Bible is divine poetry. That's some shit. Every time we try to accomplish something, the government, aka Canaanites, will crush it. Some examples of this would be Martin Luther King Jr., Pedro Campos, the noble Drew Ali, Sir Marcus Garvey, aka Moses Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Shadiq Daoud, Al-Haji Malik Shabazz, and Clarence 13X of the 5% Nation. But he will not stop us, for the time has come for change, truth, and healing and revealing. The nation is finally beginning to wake up from the Kingu sleep spell, thanks to all the L's and Messiahs and Messiah seeds, aka you all, planting the seeds of truth in this corrupt soul that Babylon has grown out of. All false teachings on the Messiah will fall with the Leviathan, aka the government, about Jesus. The universal prime creator takes on different names such as God, Jah, Jehovah, Christ, Allah, etc. In France, Dieu. In in Scotland, Ireland, Gia, in Sweden, God, in Spain, Dios, in Nigeria, Shango, in India, Brahma, in ancient Egypt, Amun-Ra, in Babylon, Baal-Adad. Are you getting this? In China, Buddha, in Persia, Mazda, in Greece, Theos, in Saudi Arabia, Allah, in Jerusalem, Yahweh, right? In Sumeria, Anu, in the Satanic Church, Satan, right? So the first Yahweh that they were talking about, that you heard of, that was Injiyl in the Bible. In the Old Testament, now it's Inky. It's Inky. He's bringing the good name to Yahweh. Cause the one in the Bible is trying to masquerade as Anu, and that don't fly, right? And they still follow that and believe that a loving God of creation actually gets jealous. Fuck no. But the beast, leopard, diverse nationalities, aka the melting pot. The feet, the bear, very powerful and large. So the first bear would be Theodore Herzl, the father of Zionism. The second bear would be Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th president. The third bear would be, I think we all know this, Stormin Norman, 4th Army Generation Commander of all America and Allied forces of Saudi Arabia. So the mouth of the beast, the lion, this represents the evil reptilians. Ronald Wilson Reagan, the 40th president of the United States of America and former governor of California, gave the Church of Satan their charter in 1965 AD, making it legal church of worship. And the U.S. had made world dependent on it through the reptilian. Since 28th President Woodrow Wilson, Illuminati been controlling all presidency, aka reptilians, in the 32nd, manipulated by the Jebusites. Alright.